All right, fans, welcome to Austin Tyndall, where we thank you guys for hanging on and braving the weather delay. It does look like the rain has passed by. It looks like the lightning has cleared the area. We are looking at an 8:35 kickoff as the boys have just come out for the warm-ups. I am your match commentator, Edgar Rodriguez, and for the first time, I am joined by a co-commentator, Patrick DeLeon. My friend, how are you feeling? I know we've made you wait, like all of us, for Nona Soccer tonight, but how are you feeling to make your commentary debut, my friend?
I think I'm just as eager to get this started as the players are on the pitch. I mean, we've been waiting for hours. The lining has been what's been messing everybody up. So
Yes, it
I think we're
has.
ready to go.
We are almost ready to go. It is 8:13. Hopefully, in around 15 or so minutes, we'll see the players taking the field for real. Of course, Nona have played Gainesville twice already this season. It's the third meeting. We beat them 5-1 at their place at the UF campus. We actually played at the UF rec fields against Gainesville when we went up there, and they came over a couple of weeks ago, right? When was the game? It was the 1st of June. So, a recent matchup against them. So, third time, hoping for a third consecutive win. But yeah, it should be a good one. So, the players are warming up. We are in position. We are just as eager, like Patrick said, to get things going here at Austin Tyndall. But we are almost ready for action. 8:35 kickoff, Nona Gainesville. Stay tuned, everybody.
So we got our players walking out. The national anthem is just going to play momentarily. Then we'll have kickoff any second now.
All right, fans, finally time for kickoff. We've been made to wait, an hour and a half for this USL 2 league matchup as your Nona FC Longhorns take on Inter Gainesville for the third time this season as we are underway at Austin Tyndall. Once again, I am your match commentator, Edgar Rodriguez, joined alongside Patrick DeLeon for the first time this season. Patrick, your first time watching the Men in Orange live this season. How are you feeling? Wait a second, because Richie Thompson running into the box already gets a corner out of that, it looks like. Yes, corner. Patrick, how are you feeling?
So, I mean, this is exciting. This is going to be hopefully a great game. Both teams should be, hopefully that lengthy delay did not stop them from being focused, locked in on the game. Both going to have to give it everything they have tonight, make up for it, and let's hope for a good performance from the Nona side.
Absolutely. Hoping, of course, that didn't derail them. It's not the first time these players have had to deal with weather delays this season. As Alan Dre will put the ball into the middle, looking to cause some chaos. It's headed away at the front post. Charles All won't let it go too far, although Gainesville will look to bring it out of trouble as Allen is just over eager there, committing the foul. So, of course, Gainesville in the all blue, Nona in the all orange for this one at Austin Tyndall. As we will get play restarted with Barnett at the back. As Gainesville look to bounce back after a Brevard loss. 1-0. They lost to the bottom side Brevard. Yes, Ron. Yeah, if you can make it brighter, that'd be great. Here's Shane Wright at the back. Wearing the number 3 for some reason.
Hey, the keeper, the number does not represent the keeper as long as they play good.
That's correct. As a Jaguar comes forward for Nona. Looks like Richie Thompson on this near side. Looking for Gabby Ramos. It looks like the touch will mean a Nona throw on this near side. It's run into Colinatis. Back to Ramos. Back to Thompson. And Slade Starnes, of course, the very dominant center back at the back for Nona. That one just gets into a tight position with Munoz clearing it out for Gainesville. Calls for a handball. Free kick, Gainesville. As we open this with a bit of a stop and go start. Of course, in the Southeast Division, Nona sitting second just behind Brave SC. Gainesville sitting 4th position at the moment. As a Jaguar has it in the midfield. Issa Hamidou starting again at center back alongside Starnes. Looking for that far side. It is a foul given against Gainesville there. Nona will restart play. That's Lamedis out wide. So Lamedis and Ramos starting on the wings for Nona. So it looks like Charles All will restart play. As that interception from the back, Starnes looked to play out of the back. It was intercepted well in there from Hakeem Martin, who's on the ball now for Gainesville. Slips it in. St. Fleur looking to advance, although Nona right on the case, not giving Gainesville a lot of space. Patrick, how do you see these first couple of minutes going?
Well, the teams are definitely still filling each other out, but I do think that they're building that confidence that they need to start propelling their attacks forward and getting used to the pitch as well, because the pitch has suffered, I would say, maybe a little bit of a beating today.
Oh, yeah.
And in recent days, because it's been quite rainy here in Central Florida. I think they're both just getting acclimated, but it looks like they're getting comfortable with the ball at their feet.
It has been heavily watered. We could say that. It's a slick surface as All just fouling the Gainesville man. It just looked like he left a little bit on him after he went for the ball. That is Seiya on the ground for Gainesville. So we already have another free kick restart of play. It's at the back with Stopford for Gainesville. He's their bedrock at the back for the visitors as they look to not concede as many goals as they have done against Nona so far this season away from home. For Nona, we beat Gainesville 5-1, comprehensive victory, and of course on June 1st here at Austin Tyndall, a 3-1 win. So the boys are going to be confident heading into this one, as we were talking about on the pregame show, right?
Of course. Patrick. I mean, it's the mentality of things. You know that the Nona players know that they have the edge over the Gainesville players. While Gainesville, they're going to know that they have something to prove. They don't want to go 3 games, 3 matchups, 3 losses against Nona. So they're definitely going to come out here with something to prove today.
Absolutely. That was a great interception there by Gabby, winning the ball back for the Longhorns as Wright finds Dre. So yeah, Nona looking to essentially sweep the Inter Gainesville. It's more of a baseball term, of course, but it's essentially what we have at stake tonight. Of course, Gainesville not really looking too good for the playoffs. Nona right in there with Brave. And of course, some South Division rivals in Sarasota Paradise, AC Miami, all comes into play in the latter stages of the season where the pressure ramps up. That's just the truth of it. As the referees signal a throw-in for Nona on that far side. just like you said, Patrick, looking to get their feet in the game, looking to get going after a lengthy delay. As it's back with Starnes. Nona looking to have their first meaningful possession of the night. Thompson coming down this flank for Ramos. It was a brilliant ball. Cuts inside the fullback. Pressure being applied on St. Fleur. Kolinatis is there quickly, not letting Gainesville get out of their own box, although Kolinatis attempted pass into the box just intercepted as Gainesville will look to break out. Starnes way up the pitch. Look at the number 5 for Nona applying the pressure. Kraus also looking to help out. Kolinatis applying pressure on Pierre, the goalkeeper, who doesn't take a good touch. Is Kraus in there? Potentially Gainesville panic stations at the back.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to see from this Nona side. You want to apply that pressure, make their defense make mistakes. That's what you need. That's what you need. They're doing great. That's a great showing right there from the offense and defense. You saw the defender coming up all the way up this field, applying that pressure, forcing them back into their own box, almost causing the keeper to make that mistake that could very well have led to a goal right there.
Kraus did not give up on that one. Pierre took a suspect touch as the number 6 for Gainesville, Saya, leaves a bit much on all there after the ball was already played. The referee just kind of warning him, a little verbal warning, don't do that again. As it's at the back, Starnes finds Hamidou. Of course, Issa Hamidou will be transferring to USF. That's a huge move for him as he finds Ramos with a beautiful ball. Kolinatis, edge of the box, looking for a shooting opportunity, ends up giving it to Ajakwa. Out wide now, Ramos looking for that ball for Kolinatis, just intercepted. Dre will pick it up in the midfield now. Danhofer. He's just short for Hamidou. He picks it up, though, looking to drive forward. Took a little bit of a heavy touch. And now potentially Gainesville on the way with Dutriul, who... Did he try a shot there from all the way back? He might have seen right.
He might have panicked right there.
Yeah.
Not sure what exactly he was trying to do there, but hopefully it doesn't shake him up too much.
I think he saw right off his line. Look to... Oh, and there's another foul. Oh, the referee says he got the ball. All pushed off of the ball. Gainesville coming the other way now. Here is Olabije on the ball, looking for that ball in. It looks harmless as Thompson will look to keep it in. As we are approaching the 10-minute mark. No big chances so far, but definitely positive showings from Nona, especially hounding them with that press.
Absolutely. I mean, but that's what they also have to be careful about. They can't apply too much pressure because they can wear themselves out, and then Gainesville can catch them right on the transition.
That is what Gainesville is hoping for. Nona will be doing their utmost to avoid it. Kraus finding all, and now with Jakwa in the midfield, getting challenged. He rides the challenge well. Kraus cuts inside. Can potentially get the shot off again. Stopford does very well. The Gainesville captain in 25. Kraus and Kolinatis have their work cut out. Stopford at the back looks like a good unit for Gainesville, doesn't he?
Absolutely. Kraus right there just did a great job getting into position, dribbling into that as close as he could into that box. Try to get the shot. It was unfortunately covered by the Gainesville defense, but that's what you want to see more of throughout the game from him.
Absolutely, Christian Kraus in hot form. Always in and around the area, just like Kolinatis. For Nona, the 2 danger men in orange tonight. Gainesville will not want to give them an inch of space. As here's Kraus coming wider to receive the ball. Stopford once again applying pressure and winning the throw for Gainesville. Ola BJ will take it quickly as Gainesville look to get up the other way and apply some pressure of their own. St. Fleur opens it out to Delirol for Gainesville. Thompson and Ramos doubling up on him, forcing Gainesville back. Here's Munoz in the midfield. Looks like he might be their playmaker, the 21 for Gainesville.
Absolutely. He's already made quite a few beautiful passes in the transition. he also got himself into good position when he tried to make that shot, but unfortunately it went wide for him.
Absolutely. Now he opens it up for St. Fleur. Hamidou is at the right place at the right time. Corner Gainesville. Much better possession from the visitors. And again, Munoz opening it up to St. Fleur. That's going to be tough to
They're going to
handle.
be the ones to watch for this game, I would think, because you see that's what, the second time
Yeah,
they've kind of caught
already.
Nona on transition. So they're getting closer. They're inching closer, and Nona have to figure that out in the back, how to handle Munoz in the midfield right there.
But we've already seen Richie Thompson. We've seen Hamidou already. And Starnes, of course, put to work. So St. Fleur on the corner kick for Gainesville, as Nona will be tested for the first time. It's headed away at the near post by Thanhofer, and his header finds Ramos, potentially a counterattack opportunity for the Longhorns. All just slowing play down, ending up keeping the ball. Thanhofer will switch the play. Here's Thompson on this near side. Jacqua back to Starnes, as Nona maybe just didn't have the numbers to quickly counter there, electing to recycle possession. Hamidou looking for that long ball forward for Kraus, just shepherded back by Barnett to his keeper. Here's Stopford. And Gainesville have some more possession at the back, although that ball into the midfield almost intercepted by Dre. Comes out to Seiya here on this near side, opens it up. Here's Deleroll, has also seen a lot of the ball for Gainesville. Cuts inside. Thompson never left him, though, and wins the ball back for Nona. Here's a Jacqua. Colinatis has Nona look to come forward. Richie Thompson up the flank, almost playing winger now. The early ball towards Kraus. Cut away by Stopford. Thompson has possession back. Colinatis gets his pocket picked by the number 6 there, Seiya. Throw in Nona as they look to create some more quality chances of their own. Gainesville so far, much better shape than we have seen previously this season when we have faced them. Looking more confident side, and as we said, losing to Brevard, losing to the bottom side of this division, they'll want to come back in full force. The cross comes in. Kraus is there, potentially just had a pressure applied there by St. Fleur. Dre picks it up in the midfield.
You see that Kraus has that natural instinct to get
Yes,
into
he
the right
does.
spaces. It's just a matter of feeding the balls to him perfectly, and he will pounce on that chance.
And like I was telling you before the match, a lot of his play is back towards goal. He's always getting marked tightly and heavily by whichever defense he's facing. As Ramos finds Colinatis, who tried the little nutmeg there, not working as he would have liked, but looks like the ref is going to bring play back, as Colinatis did lunge in there. The system ref looks like he picked that up. It's a free kick for Gainesville in their own half. And it was for that tackle Colinatis made. Referee saying that's pretty unnecessary. And I think he's right, isn't he? You don't want to get a needless yellow card for something like that.
It's too early in the game. It's not good if he's going to have that yellow hovering over him for the rest of the game. So he needs to be careful here.
Thankfully, the referee giving him a second chance. That's what we like to see. As Dre winning it back. Colinatis in the middle now. What can he work with? Here's Ramos. Out wide, the ball in. Overpowered. Will that stay in play? It might. No, it looks like it did go out on the far byline. Ramos was a little bit further in field, so that power wasn't really necessary. But anyway, Gainesville get play restarted from the back. Dre once again right on the scene to win the ball back for Nona. Charles All will win the throw in for Nona. Thanhofer finding Colinatis right away. Finding Starnes. And going back to, of course, UCF keeper Shane Wright. Kept his first clean sheet of the season last game against Brookhouse. That'll obviously help his confidence.
Absolutely. As a keeper, that's what you want every game, ideally.
Clean sheet. That is what they play for. Here's Thompson with loads of space. Look at this for Ramos. Finding Thompson once again. Will he feed the ball in? Going low this time for Colin. He's tried that threaded ball in. Pierre was ready in the Gainesville goal.
That's what Nona needs to keep focusing on. You see it, they have all this space in transition that Gainesville are leaving wide open. You see Thompson absolutely just unmarked and with all this space, making the passes that he needs to be making. Gainesville need to work on that, or else they will concede sooner rather than later.
Deliverall with a great touch inside there. Thompson once again marking him tightly. But yeah, we've seen Nona. Loads of space on this near flank. Thanhofer and all. And Lemaidas on that far side not getting as much liberty so far. As Seye finds Olabije. Gainesville work their way across the field. Barnett at the back for Gainesville, the center back pairing. Of course, tonight, Barnett and Stafford as... Is it in play? Well, it was. It didn't go out. There was no whistle from the referee.
From the referees there. I think initially the sideline referee on this near side didn't raise his flag because I saw the center ref look towards that direction.
But I think...
walked it off. I'm not exactly sure what had happened there. To me, at least from here, it looked like it was still in play. That's the tricky part, isn't it? Always deciding whether the entirety of the ball went over the line.
Right. It looked like both players stopped, though, so maybe that kind of tells me that they thought it went out.
Right.
Anyway, the ball is in play now. Here's Kraus for Nona, dropping deep, picking up possession. A Jacqua. Always working so well with Alan Dre in the midfield. Driving forward. Ramos. Kraus. Coming back centrally. Ajak was in an advanced position, just not on the same page as his midfielder. Although Kraus got fouled, the referee thinks.
I did see some shirt pulling.
Yes, that is what he is.
But this is what I'm saying. Kraus has that just watching him, he has that natural feel. He just knows where the goal is. He knows he wants to go there. He made that beautiful pass right there. Unfortunately, his teammate did not see that vision with him. But, I mean, great idea. Either way, they still get a free kick out of this because of that advantage.
And a free kick in a brilliant position. Charles All and Alan Dre over this one. You have the right-footed option for Charles. You have the left-footed in-swinger for the captain. Looks like Gainesville are setting up a four-man wall here. Let's see what comes out of this for Nona. This is a big chance. I don't think they'll shoot from here. I think they'll look to feed it in for the likes of Kraus, the likes of Hamidou in the middle as All lifts it towards the back post. There was Hamidou rising for it just over his head as he charges down the ball. It didn't look like a foul. It looked like he got the ball. The referee thinking he went in with too much force. Apparently, as Gainesville will have another free kick. Kind of stop and go start to this one. Was it a free kick? Is it a throw? Looks like the Gainesville player is preparing a throw in. Yeah, I didn't think it was a foul. I think Hamidou was just chasing that ball down.
I think it's just the angles that we have. And
another stoppage.
I believe that was a bad throw from the Gainesville player.
It might have been. It was a foul throw. And Thanhofer will now carry it forward for Nona. In a much better position. All looking to take the touch. Pressure being applied immediately at Jacqua. 2v1 there. Nona just trying to get out of this tight scenario. Another whistle from the ref. He looks like he's not letting things go. Quickly restarted by Nona. Starnes. 20 minutes gone in this one. 0-0 still. Here at Austin Tyndall is Kraus finding Dre. Thompson likes to pick up those advanced positions. Those fullbacks always pressing forward, providing extra men in the attack for Nona. Hamidou. Cross to his center back pairing Starnes. Of course, from Furman University, just like Ivan, just like Christian as well in the team. Dre. Starnes continuing his run. It looks like it will fall to Kraus. Takes the touch inside. Kraus! Did the keeper get a touch on it? He did. He tips it over the bar. But it looks like Starnes running into the box. confused the Gainesville backline. Corner
Absolutely.
Nona.
That's definitely not a run that they were expecting. A beautiful play, just missed by mere inches right there. That was a beautiful play.
Pierre getting his fingertips on it, just tipping it over the bar, so Nona will once again be able to feed it in from the corner. Looks like all is over this one. Lots big guys to aim for in the middle. All feeds it in. It's towards Pierre, and it's just too close to the Gainesville keeper in the end. Nona will want better delivery as that throw from Pierre. Oh, what a strike from Hamidou! He just let it rip from range. Nona 1, Gainesville 0. What a strike from the center back. Oh my word, Issa Hamidou bouncing after having transferred to USF, steals the headlines. 1-0 Nona, what a goal.
Here for Gainesville, he did not look comfortable when he threw that ball out.
Oh my word.
And then you see that Hamidou just pick it up and absolutely lets it rip beautifully.
What a way to score your first goal of the season.
That's why you have to capitalize on those chances, on those mistakes. The keeper, again, it didn't look like he cleared that as comfortably as he would have clearly liked to. And Nona took that chance.
Yeah, straight into the path of Hamidou, who the Gainesville players probably thought, yeah, there's no threat. Hamidou showing what he has in his locker as Starnes goes in there. Looks like the last touch came off of the Gainesville man. Not sure what the ref is pointing at there. Looks like he just ricocheted off the Gainesville man. So throw in Nona. Goal of the season contender. I don't think we'll see many better. Oh, he just could not hit that sweeter than what he caught that. What a strike.
You would have thought we were watching a Euro game just now, considering all the bangers that have been going on recently.
My
that's
goodness.
definitely up there. That's a highlight reel goal.
You're used to seeing finishes like that from, I don't know, someone like Shaqiri for Switzerland, right? Just the technique was beautiful. As once again, Gainesville will have a throw in. Their coach seems agitated on this near side as Starnes and Thompson win it back cleanly. Colinates getting pressure applied very tightly by Barnett. Ends up keeping possession for Nona. Here is man of the hour, Hamidou. Looking for Colinates as you see those lightning strikes in the back. Thankfully, that is more than 10 miles away. Stay that way, please. We don't need more delays.
Gainesville trying to find a footing in this game. They don't look comfortable right now.
Not at all.
They look shaken up. Ooh.
Oh, and that was 2-footed in there by a Jacko. I'm liking this referee. He's kind of a character in his own, isn't he? He kind of likes the spotlight on him.
Honestly, I was expecting maybe a card to be shown there because that was really
2-footed.
Really dangerous. That could have been really bad.
That was studs up. And for those who watched last game against Brookhouse got a red card in the first half. It was a 2-footed studs up challenge closer to the final third for Nona. The referee on that day taking no chances. But yeah, no card does seem a little surprising. As Dre will restart things. This time Nona with the 1-goal lead, which is what they, of course, have been looking for and what they got in spectacular fashion. I don't think we'll be forgetting that goal anytime soon, especially Issa himself. And for you, Patrick, I mean, the first goal on a Nona broadcast, what a treat. Not bad.
That makes up for the rain delay.
It definitely does, as Hamidou tries a risky ball into the midfield. Everyone missed it until a Jackbo picks it up and just got pulled back there by Munoz. As it's quickly restarted, here's Thompson driving forward. No one putting a challenge into him. Colinates. All lifting it for Colinates. Looking to get a shot off. He just has 2 men on him. Jacqua Stopford gets in the way, and it looks like he got him right
Absolutely. I've suffered too many of those in my playing days.
The Jack will put his foot through it as, the physios will get called onto the pitch there. Of course, Giu with Nona and Joshua Crispin from Nemours, one of our many great sponsors that we are so lucky to have on board for this 2024 USL 2 season. Hopefully Stopford can get going again. It'll just take the winds out of his sails. But I think this is a great time to reflect on what you think you've seen so far. Around, 25, 30 minutes gone in this first half. Patrick, what are your thoughts?
Well, Nona, I mean, they look very comfortable here at home, as they should. Against the side that they've already beaten twice this season. Gainesville, again, just like I told you a few moments ago, they're looking like they're trying to find their footing. They just can't get into the game as well as they would like to.
Yeah, as we are approaching the 30th minute mark. That's what Nona does, though. You have to be ready to get into a battle and be at the top of your game. Boys in orange are not going to give any easy chances up. And like we were talking before the match, there was, in the first 5 matches, Nona had only given up goals from set plays. We hadn't conceded goals from, open play. And the first goal that we conceded from open play was actually here against Gainesville. That was the first time we conceded, and it was right from out of the box. It was another banger, to be honest. It was another brilliant goal. But that tells you a lot of the defensive resoluteness from Nona.
A good defense wins you games.
Absolutely.
And so does a great offense. I mean, talk about their goals for in just, I believe, 8 games played this season. This is a scoring machine.
It is.
That's what this team is.
Especially if you can get goals from the back as well. Vanhofer getting that header against Florida Elite. Slate Starnes as well, getting himself a goal. So you get goals from wherever
we had,
want.
Hamidou with an absolute firecracker,
Right.
getting his goal. The whole team's contributing.
Exactly.
And that's what you want to see if you're the coach.
100%. As we're finally underway, Stopford is back on his feet. As Starnes has that to his Furman teammate, Ajakwa. Here he is in the midfield. Pressure being applied again. Doesn't stop him from looking for that forward ball. Kolinati just couldn't take it down. Munoz looking to bring Gainesville forward as Thompson wins it cleanly. Thompson, great close control there. Here's Ramos on this near side. Looking for options. Kolinatis. Oh, looking for Ajakwa. I think he could have played the give and go with Ramos there. Just looking to come in field, though. Look at the lightning show again. That's catching my eye.
Making me a little bit
worried. My goodness. Yeah, I think we're a little paranoid at this point. As it once again goes out of play. Gainesville man not able to control it on this near side. Ajakwa in the midfield for Nona. Hamidou. As we have around 15 or so minutes in this first half yet to play, as Ajakwa goes back to right. Starnes looking for the ball out of the back. Ricocheted off of Seiya. And now Ramos will look for all as Nona look to come forward. Once again, Kraus, the first time pass towards all, who continued making a run. Stopford in nicely with the sliding challenge. Kraus making sure he doesn't give a foul away. Fritz Paul, the number 11 for Gainesville. Haven't really seen him. I believe that was his first touch of the ball. Much of the play coming on this near side for both teams, really, so far in this one.
I haven't seen too much action on that far side.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's been a lopsided match in that sense. Munoz. Oh, gives it right to Kolinatis. Was he even expecting it? I don't think he was. He didn't look prepared. Munoz just presented a gift to Kolinatis. Can't blame him, though.
Kolinatis did have Kraus making that run into the box right there. I don't think he saw him, though.
No, I don't think so. As Danhofer was in nicely there. will once again get things going with a throw. The Gainesville coach just encouraging his players to read the game faster. Do you think that's been a problem for Gainesville? I think
they've
so.
been caught flat-footed.
Yeah.
So they need to wake up and
Oh,
get their head into the game, make sure they understand their surroundings. The Nona players are unrelenting. I do believe I just saw a handball right there from the Nona.
I think it came off his
Starnes.
foot, though. I think that's what
Oh, yes.
got him out of jail with that one. But Jackwell once again looking to drive forward. Thanhofer on that far side, going back safely to right. Hasn't been tested, Shane, right? He's had a relatively calm evening so far in goal for Nona. Thompson beautifully cuts inside as Dre. So aware, Alan Dre in the midfield, always knows what's going on around him as that ball out of the back, looking for Charles All. And the foul is given against him. Looks to take it quickly, a little too quickly. Stopford was in there to intercept. All is appealing for something as that ball comes toward this near side. Thompson, very cleverly done there. Back to right. As Starnes will get Nona playing out of the back, so 33 or so minutes gone in this one. Nona with that 1-goal lead. And it's really been the best chance they've had so far from that corner. As that ball was just ahead of Thompson. Throw in Gainesville, right under the scaffolding. St. Fleur over to take it. Assessing his options. But Gainesville's priority will be not to be wasteful in possession. Because as I said, you have to be on your A game against Nona.
Absolutely. You see, they were just forced back into their own half here.
Yes, they were.
Are still trying to get comfortable. They don't look comfortable with the ball at their feet. You see that the Nona players are just hounding them, surrounding them, putting as much pressure as they can.
That was all with the pressure there. Deli Roll tried to take it on his chest. Looked like couldn't really control it. Thompson once again earning the foul for Nona. It looks like Starnes will restart play. What have you made of the referee style? Because he's been giving fouls for just contact. It looks like he's not, like I said earlier, letting a lot go in this one.
Well, it's something that you as a player are gonna have to get used to. You gotta.
Yep.
That's how you feel. That's part of the game. Every referee is different. I referee games too, so I completely understand that every referee has a different style. Players either they like you or they don't like you. Like there's no winning. So
No,
as a
there's
player,
not.
you just have to understand that hey, this is how the game's gonna go. Adjust and just make sure you don't get caught in a situation where you don't get carded.
There's another example of that. St. Fleur getting too tight to Colinatus, earning the free kick for Nona. As it looks like Alan Dre is just looking to ramp up his boys a little bit. Looking for more positive play. Coming down this side for Nona, attacking wise. As Hamidou giving it away cheaply there. Gainesville can now flood forward, although Hamidou looks like he wants to get back to cover. Once again, giving away the foul. 10 minutes to go in this first half. Gainesville have the opportunity to feed it in. But I think that's definitely an advantage Nona have. They're a tall side. Gainesville, I don't think you can say the same for them.
They
really
do seem to have quite a few players on the shorter side of height-wise, obviously. So, but they can play that to their advantage. They might not win the aerial battles, but they can be faster, closer to the ground.
Yep. The one exception to that is Stopford, who came up from the back for Gainesville to probably be the principal target here. As the ball will be fed in. Fritz Paul over this free kick for Gainesville. What can they muster up? Paul feeding it in. And that is the first save Wright has had to make tonight. It looks like he shot that one. Gainesville corner. I thought he was going to feed it in, but then again,
maybe
not a lot
that's
of
what he was
not
trying to do,
right,
but
yeah.
it's not a bad effort. He still made the keeper work. That's what you want at the very least.
Absolutely keeping Wright on his toes. Corner taken short. Thompson asking for the offside. It looks like none will be given as that effort was ambitious. Just no space really to get the shot off. Goal kick Nona. As was the referee. Okay, just for another ball. So then, goal kick. But I think it's a great sign if you're Nona that the first save Wright has had to make came in the 37th minute. I mean, that tells you all you need to know of how this game is going.
That your defense is on their game. You don't want to make your keeper work.
No.
That's your job as the defense. Do not make your keeper work. Make him sit on the ground. However, it's also important for Wright to stay on his toes, that anything can happen at any given moment, that he's still very much involved in this match.
That's the thing about being a keeper. You can make 100 saves in a match, but then one moment, right? So you just never know. But Wright has been very confident, looking to get his second clean sheet in a row. It's looking good so far. Here's Hamidou at the back for Nona. Another whistle gone. As once again, Gainesville need a player to receive attention. It's a head injury. We didn't see it on the feed, so we can't really say for sure what it was, but it looks like both of these teams are going to use it as a de facto water break here. It's a muggy evening. It's not the ideal conditions, is it? It's heavy breathing, but after all that rain.
That's what it's like to play in Florida, isn't it?
It is. That humidity never going away.
Especially here in Central Florida. It's something you have to get used to, and start pushing through.
Yes, it is. Can we get the camera to pan to the players on their side? Just like if you could focus on the players. So again, 1-0 Nona. As we will. Looks like they're taking a water break. Looks like they're just having a bit of a breather. As it has been mostly Nona so far. It's all good. As the players looking to end this first half on a high, especially for Nona, defending that 1-goal lead. Who's been your standout man so far? I think a lot of of course, Hamidou is the obvious one from that beautiful strike, but Thompson, I told you.
Thompson, he's been playing very well, getting high up the field and honestly producing those chances that you want to see from your defense as well, like getting involved. Everybody should be getting involved.
It is, as not sure what that was in the background. Keeping us all alert, but finally back underway. Gainesville have had both of their center backs go down with some sort of injury, but both of them able to continue as Kolinatis now up the pitch quickly for Nona. Looking to cut inside, finding a Jacqua. Will he be able to keep the ball? No, he wouldn't. Ball was just played in front of him as Gainesville now look to attack the other way. Thanhofer in there. What a challenge. Stayed on his feet and now bringing Nona forward. Here is All cutting inside, looking for the shooting opportunity. Was blocked by Stopford. As Thanhofer was in the box there. Free kick Gainesville.
Great idea right there.
By All, just that snapshot, looking to see if he could get it through the Gainesville defense, but Stopford is there once again.
Could he have done more with that ball, though? Could he have played it off to a teammate?
Possibly.
Nonetheless, it was still a great effort, great drive.
I don't blame him for taking that shot off, not at all. Barnett at the back for Gainesville as this first half winds down here. Dele roll. Look at that. Brilliant pressure once again. Ramos looking to find Kraus. Ball was just intercepted at the perfect time for Gainesville. All picks it up centrally. Coming out wide for Thompson. Back to Charles All. Kind of been floating everywhere for Nona. Dre finding Ramos. What a flick. All looking for the shot again. It was just at Pierre.
I mean, great shot though. That
It
dip
was.
on it was beautiful.
More creative play for Nona for sure. As Gainesville look to relieve some of that pressure. Dre getting dribbled past there pretty nicely by Fritz Paul. As, look at that, Ajakwa with the sliding challenge. Dre also in there, throw in Gainesville. But the number 9 for Gainesville has seen, what, none of the ball. I mean, they have not been able to create anything.
They're struggling to feed it to him into the box where he should be.
As potentially an opportunity, Thompson clears it away. Stopford didn't get the cleanest of contact on that. Found Munoz, nevertheless. Olabije on that far side. Munoz feeding it back to Olabije. Can he find a crossing opportunity? Thanhofer over there once again. And when called upon, Thanhofer has been brilliant so far tonight. Dutriel, the number 9 for Gainesville, getting a touch on it. Munoz. As they try to create something, or say it. I'll be cut out by Ramos. Kraus just too deep to receive that for Nona. Gainesville have it back. As Kraus doing his defensive duties as well. Up against Barnett. Gainesville keep it in play. What can they do with it, though? They were kind of backed into a corner there. Decided to go back. Stopford has been in the battle, hasn't he? He has been tested time and time again.
Work to do tonight. Definitely plenty of work from him to do.
As Ramos intercepts that in the midfield for Nona. Here's Ajakwa. Looking for maybe a couple more attacking opportunities for Nona in this first half. As it has been a relatively straightforward one for the Longhorns. Got their goal, so they have something to show for it on the scoreboard. Starnes. Thompson on this near side. As Ramos finds Kraus. Barnett applying the pressure. Kraus just wasn't able to release it for Kolinatis. But he was smart to pull out of that. Throw in Nona. Thompson will have it on this near side. I'll be interested to see how much added time the referee ends up adding on. What's your guess? I'm saying a good 3 minutes, just the safe option.
Well, most of the stoppages have been fairly quick.
Yeah.
As a restart, the only one that was slightly lengthy was the, I guess, protocol concussion check that we had down on just a few moments ago.
That one and the one where Stopford got that shot from Ajakwa. Yeah, lots of little niggly fouls, let's say, this first half. So all eyes on the ref as we head towards 45 as Thanhofer very well in there, catching the Gainesville midfielder sleeping as All fights through not one but 2 challenges to get it to Thompson. Hamidou at the back for Nona. Ajakwa goes to Dre. Has time. Forcing back. Here's Starnes. Back to Hamidou as Nona look to close out this first half. Drama free as Dre can just run into that midfield. Loads of space. Thompson finding All. Nona look very comfortable in possession, in contrast to Gainesville, where they receive the ball and it's immediate pressure from Nona. It's just constant, looking to win the ball, back immediately. Gainesville know, though, that they have to absorb more pressure because Nona, of course, expected to have most of the ball. Danhofer goes back to Hamidou. And he might get caught out there trying to pull back his man. Hamidou just couldn't quite. Can he get it over to Dele-Roll? I think he was the better option. He was open on this near side. Hamidou just getting beaten. It was a great run from Dutriel, who we've said hasn't seen a lot of the action. There was his chance, as that was the final action of the first half. A successful one for the Longhorns, capped off with a beautiful strike by Issa Hamidou. Patrick, before we go into the break, first half thoughts.
Well, I mean, as you just saw right there, Gainesville just had their moment of opportunity. They took their chance. They pressured, made the Nona defender have that mistake. Took a shot, not the cleanest, straight at the keeper, but maybe that can instill some confidence in that side that they need to, like, hey, we're still in this. We can still create the chances that we need. They just need to pick it up, play a little bit cleaner. They do seem sloppy. They can't win the balls first. That's something I'm sure the coach is going to give them talking to about. Nona, on the other hand, they're looking really good, testing the Gainesville keeper, not having too much to do in the back. Only like 2 notable chances, I could say, 2, maybe 3 notable chances from the Gainesville side on the Nona keeper, Shane Wright.
So yeah, beautifully said. We will be back in around 15 minutes time, but once again, that's halftime. Here at Austin Tyndall, Nona 1, Gainesville 0. All right, fans, we are back for the second half. We've been entertaining ourselves with the stream comments. Very good to see an international audience for this one.
Nona
As
FC has
Nona
truly grabbed the world.
by storm, as they have a 1-0 lead over Gainesville. Patrick and I back in position as Gainesville will get things underway for the second 45 at Austinton. We are back underway. Nona now kicking from right to left. Gainesville coming from left to right. So hoping for more of the same for Nona. Hopefully a few more goals as Nona have the 1-0 lead thanks to Issa Hamidou's goal of the season contender. Probably blew all of his competition out of the water. What a strike. As Stopford looks to play out of the back. Thanhofer staying aware of who was behind him. That was very composed there from the Nona fullback. All on this near side now picks it up for Nona. Thanhofer looking to get out of that tight area. The referee helps him out. Calls a free kick. It was Ola Bijay applying the pressure there. As Wright finds Starnes as Nona look to play out of the back for the first time this second half. And there is free kick Nona. As it looks like there has been a halftime substitution. So the number 11 for Nona, Simon Afrifa, is on that far side for this second half. Of course, Afrifa away at Florida Elite, scoring with his first touch of the ball this season. So it looks like Gabby Ramos came off. So Afrifa, one to look out for this second half. As Mensa as well has come on for Hamidou. So Hamidou definitely made the most of his first 45 as Nona looked to play out of the back. So halftime substitutions for Nona. Hamidou, Ramos off, Mensa, and Afrifa on. Here is Charles All now. Kolinatis looking for Kraus or Afrifa. Stopford heads it away. As Gainesville look to come forward themselves. St. Fleur on that far side. It'll be a Nona throw. As they look to get going again. They'll want to add to their scoreline, of course, as we said. The two previous meetings so far this season. 5-1 Nona win. 3-1 Nona win. They're looking to make it 3 from 3 at Austin Tyndall, and it's looking good, Patrick.
Absolutely. This is the position that they want to be in. Make that perfect record happen. And hopefully this second half opens up a lot more as both teams are more comfortable settling into the game now.
Absolutely. As Gainesville have a throw-in on that far side. Kraus looking to win it back for Nona. Looks like Barnett was in there. Goes back to Pierre for Gainesville as they have possession at the back. Stopford.
I got the Portuguese and Turkish sign off site.
Here is Starnes with the header at the back. St. Fleur. Now looking for Seiya as Dre looks to win the ball back. It will fall for Mensa at the back. That touch looks like it came off of the Gainesville man. Throw in Nona.
Well, it looks like
Oh,
the
Gainesville.
decision has been changed.
It looks like it did. And it'll once again be restarted by a throw-in. Hopefully, like you said, this game opens up in the second half, right? We're hopefully going to see some more free-flowing football. Lots of stop and go in the first half. Both teams looking to open up. So Shane Wright will kick things off from the back. Here is Kraus back towards goal. Trying to take the touch. Barnett is in there. Stofford looks to go through Kraus, and foul is given against Kraus. That's a bit harsh.
Does look like he was just trying his best to shield the ball right there.
Yeah.
Don't think it was his intent.
Referee thinks otherwise. So Gainesville once again get restarted from the free kick. Stofford at the back. Trying to go wide for Dele roll, but once again, Nona apply the pressure well. Stop any opportunity. Close down any space. St. Fleur on the throw in for Gainesville. Munoz. Such a tightly packed area of the pitch out wide as Jacko gets taken out pretty clearly. It's like two Gainesville guys were on top of the Nona midfielder. As it's their turn to get things going from the free kick. Mensa at the back. Starnes. Back to Dre. Here is Kolinatis over to All. Back to Kolinatis. Looking for the give and go. Looking for the first real attacking possession for Nona. All might have a chance to shoot. Cuts inside. Stofford puts a foot in there. So throw in Nona in a more advanced position. First real attacking intent of the second half for the home side, as Steinhofer will throw it back into play. Kolinatis takes it on the chest. Very nicely done. All with the shot. Just didn't curl as he wanted, but the intent is there. More positive.
Stopford having more work to do early on in this second half. Gets close, closes in on that angle. Forces him to shoot wide.
Yep.
Here he is with the ball.
Yes, he is. Coming out of the back. Looks like that won't be changing. Stopford will always be in the thick of things. Stofford, once again, this time gives it to All. That was one of the first times he's been sloppy out of the back. All in there. That's not a foul. I'm sorry. That's not a foul.
I
got
do
the
not
ball?
believe that was a foul right there. I think the referee got it wrong, that one. Maybe. Again, it's a game about angles as well.
It is. Definitely did not look like a foul. But anyway, Gainesville have a free kick. But as we said, we should be used to it. This referee not willing to let much go. Here's a Jaguar running forward. Kolinatis out wide. Looking to pull it back into the middle. Who's there? A free foot was just too wide to pick it up. And once again, Gainesville looking to come out of the back. Here's Paul coming forward for the visitors on this near side. Dre following him. Starnes heading it back to right. That was the right decision. No pun intended. As he goes short for Mensa. Dre. Fritz Paul looked like he got the ball.
It was a beautiful buildup in the Gainesville half. Here they come again.
Yes, it is. Here's a free fa for Nona on this near side. Looks like he's switched sides. A free fa running into the box. Can he pull the ball into the middle? Referee saying the last touch came off of the Nona man. It's a goal kick for Jordan's Pierre. Or will it?
I believe.
Oh, All is going to the corner. Pierre picked that up as if it was a goal kick. Let's see.
Does look like it's going to be
Yeah,
a corner here.
Pierre looking to sway the mind of the referee. Not that time. as Charles All will look to swing it into the box. All has also been pretty influential so far in this Nona performance. Near post, Kolinatis. Wow. So we just got a brilliant stat. The referee for this match refed a match in the 94 FIFA World Cup, so lots of experience. We've been talking about his style, but lots of pedigree to build on. Never know what you'll get in USL 2, Patrick. You never know. 1994 World Cup
beauty
referee.
of it, isn't it? Including our
The most-
international audience that we have today.
Oh, yeah. Oh, with another corner in. It looks like Pierre will be there. It was headed in. The whistle went early for the push. As we will get some substitutions. Looks like Gainesville will go to the bench for the first time tonight with a double substitution. So a goalkeeper change. William Clavier going on for Pierre. And then we also have the number 13, McCon, who started the last match here at Austin Tyndall for Gainesville, coming on as well. So goalkeeper change. That's a bit odd. I thought Pierre did reasonably well.
I mean, the defense has been shaky, not his fault, of course. I wouldn't. Maybe it was just a mistake when it came to that.
Yeah,
Throwing the ball
that is
out,
true.
landing
That is
at
true. That is very
Nona's
true.
feet, and then getting that strike. However, if that was the case, I feel like they would have made that switch sooner.
right. As Kraus picks it up for Nona. It's again getting hounded down. Referee will pull play back for a free kick. So Deli Roll and Pierre off for Gainesville. McCon and Clavier on. As the referee pulls it back. Here is Dre then to pick things back up for Nona. Kolinatis looks like he was being pulled down to the ground. Oh, apparently Kolinatis gets the foul against him. But I do have to give it to him. He's always explaining his decisions, which would definitely help as a player, especially if you're finding it a little hard to understand sometimes.
Absolutely. The transparency between players and the referee, that's what you want to see.
Yep.
At any level. It makes everybody's lives a little bit easier.
And many times you don't get it. That's the thing.
Of course, referees don't necessarily have to give their reasoning.
True.
But it's always great to see. That way, the relationship between the players and the referees on the field changes the dynamic of the game, cools everybody's heads down a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's been a positive thing so far this game, as there have been plenty of fouls. As Kraus looked to flick it on, just couldn't get a touch on it, as Kolinatis will now hound down Clavier, as that was sliced as All brings it down, shouts for a handball, play on, says the ref. Kolinatis cuts in, a Jackwa from edge of the box just couldn't take the touch he would have desired. And here's Fritz Paul. Danhofer running side by side with him. Paul looking for the threaded ball. Mensa, didn't get the ball there. Looks like a free kick given away and potentially a booking. We haven't seen a yellow so far this game. The card looks like it'll stay in the pocket. Wants a word with Eddie Mensa. But yeah, just caught a little bit on the wrong side there.
Fortunately for him, he was not the last man. We do see a card here.
Yeah,
Was expecting that.
I was.
Did stop a very good attacking opportunity for Inter Gainesville.
So, Eddie Mensa, the first in the book for referee Hassan. So then, Fritz Paul over this free kick. Also, Martin for Gainesville. And Mensa still. Oh, he's arguing about the position. What do you think about that, Patrick? I think It's just outside the area. I mean, it can't be perfect, you know. It's always in the vicinity.
It's always going to be arguing. Every call is going to be faced with debate from both
Yeah,
sides.
always.
Can't make everybody happy, unfortunately.
So it looks like Fritz Paul, who did take a free kick in the first half, and of course, Wright having to force it over the bar. Will we see the same type of delivery? We're about to find out.
He's in a much better position here
He
than in
is.
the first half. He has more of an angle.
Tall wall, though. Kraus, Thanhofer, Ajakwa, and Starnes from right to left. Referee just making sure they don't use their arms inappropriately. Don't want to give away a penalty needlessly. I'm feeling Paul is going to put his foot through this one. Let's see what happens.
He's going to try to get it over that wall.
I think
dip it
he
into the
will.
goal.
Paul going for that opposite post that you would think. Try to catch Wright off guard. Didn't take his eye off it, though. Good goalkeeping. Because many times you see goalkeepers taking that step and then they can't recover.
Fortunately, the ball wasn't hit with too much
No,
power.
it was not.
It was in an easy spot for him to recover.
Thankfully, as Munoz pulls back all there for yet another free kick. Dre going over to Afrifa. That was just behind Thompson. Is able to keep it in play. Goes back to Starnes, who goes back to Wright, who has seen much more of the play so far the second half. As he goes long for Thanhofer, takes it down on his chest. Great touch. Ajakwa has some space to work with before Munoz goes in to close it down. Referee plays advantage. Kraus lays it off for all. And that's a free kick given away, Gainesville. And it'll be a yellow card.
Second of the night.
Yeah, the second half bringing the yellows. Mamadou Seye for Gainesville now. So it's 1-1 in terms of yellows.
I think it's time for referee to start maybe calming the players down a little
I
bit.
think
That's
so.
probably why he's bringing out the cards now. We saw a lot of calls with no cards. To be fair, none of them were really anything too serious, but just to keep the players in order, got to bring the cards out eventually before things get too out of control.
It's been a lot of little fouls, little annoying fouls that, you know, can or cannot be given. You know, it's one of those. But a decent opportunity, a little central, which doesn't help the free kick taker here. But Alan Dre will look to make the most of this opportunity. He'll definitely look to swing it in. And watch out for Kraus coming in to the far post. Dre will look. Actually, Starnes was closest to it. It got cleared away pretty comfortably for Gainesville. Thompson in there quickly, but it looks like Paul will be able to open it up. Here is the number 9, Dutriel for Gainesville. Look to square it when he probably could have taken the touch and shot for Gainesville.
I think that's the clearest chance they've had all night.
Absolutely. As All gives it away a little cheaply. Here's Fritz Paul. Starnes has time to step in there. What a chance for Gainesville. He tried the unselfish play when, as a number 9, you would think he wanted to shoot that, but I guess the opposite was
definitely
true.
See what he was trying to do there, but I do think he made the wrong choice.
Yeah.
That's a chance that they're going to wish they had back.
You won't get many of those against Nona.
It's just I was telling you that Gainesville were going to be looking to counter on the transition situations like those. They have to take advantage of it, especially considering that Nona have been on top of pretty much every ball, every play.
That did come from a Nona free kick. Good point. As All goes back, they won't want to give the ball away. Starnes is in there. As Wright has some pressure being applied, gets it rid. Smart choice. As here is Richie Thompson for Nona. Had a great first half. Could always tell Nona looking towards him to bring the ball forward from the back. As Wright finds Starnes once again. Looking for the direct pass this time. Kolinati's getting pulled back by Stopford. Thought I heard a whistle there. Play goes on. as that looked like it came off a Gainesville man. As I think the fourth official agrees with that. The referee did give a Gainesville throw, and he's going to stick with that decision. It looked like it came off the...
Fourth referee was...
Oh. Well, there you go then.
It's not something you see too often, I feel.
The fourth official taking control. As the referee... Oh, and the Gainesville coach not liking that decision.
Again, it's not something that you see very, very often. I feel like that might have been the first time I've seen that.
Yeah, the fourth official overturning a call. But, I mean, we had the perfect angle of that. It did look like a Nona throw. We eventually got to the right decision as Kraus lays it off for all. Stopford over to defend. Cuts inside. Foul given.
Going back to that throw-in decision, you know, as a referee, as a team, it's also, you have to be careful in situations like those. You don't want to undermine your center referee.
Not at all.
Because then it gives the players, they start doubting you. So...
And you'll get more pressure from the bench, as we saw from the Gainesville bench.
Definitely going to want to tread a little bit more lightly on that now.
Anyway, after that whole confusion, all will have a free kick in a promising position. See if he can get this ball into the box and potentially double Nona's lead. Charles All has had plenty opportunities from set pieces so far this match. All will feed it in. Looks like a lot of pace whipped on it. Just too far ahead of Thanhofer, who was at the back post looking for it.
Yeah, being an in-swinger for a free kick in that area, a little bit harder to do compared if it was an out-swinger.
True.
Or did I have that reversed? My point is...
You're right.
Yeah, taking that with the right foot.
Yes.
Is a little bit harder to do, get it right.
Especially from this near side. A left foot. Free kick taker would have been a little more comfortable, but All doing his best. He's been a prominent figure in this one. As Afrifa finding Kolinatis out wide. Stopford once again out there to mark. Kolinatis finding All. Looking to get past not one but two. Gets the ball in. That was better this time, but again, Kraus is just beyond the number 9 for Nona. Kraus will look to recycle possession. Once again, pressure being applied by Barnett. Will he find Thompson? Yes, he will, and that's a great play to get it and to wriggle out of that tight area. Here's Dre, who takes a touch edge of the box. Decides to go back with Mensah. Nona keeping the ball in the final third. Mensah running into trouble as the assistant ref saw a foul. Gives it against Mensah, of course, on that yellow card. Has to be careful. Barnett will take this one for Gainesville, though. So far, Nona getting what they need, which is, of course, the 3 points. It doesn't matter how it comes. Of course, on the scoreline, Gainesville is definitely in this one still. Here's All on this near side. Dre showing for it. Thompson has to be weary. Look at that composure. Thompson running in like a midfielder. Now feeding it in for Kraus. What a through ball there for the number 9. What can he make of it? Simon Afrifa just took a long touch. The keeper and the defender getting in each other's way. William Clavier getting away with one.
Great build-up right there, especially from Thompson. Again, he's playing really good today.
An
He
impressive
looks
performance.
comfortable anywhere on the field.
Right back, center mid, right wing.
Top next.
Yeah, why not? Thompson can do it all. Here is St. Fleur for Gainesville. Going back to Barnett. Stopford at the back. Ola Bijay looking for Fritz Paul as Gainesville look to attack. Thanhofer doesn't win that challenge. Fritz Paul continues with it for Gainesville. Just doesn't have a clear passing chance there. St. Fleur got closed down very nicely indeed by Slade Starnes. Crunching tackle. Gainesville have it back though. Couldn't feed it through for Ola Bijay. As Nona looked to relieve some of that pressure, Thanhofer writes a challenge. Throw in Nona. I think some fresh legs for Nona would help right now. They made those 2 changes at halftime, but maybe a little more energy just to keep hold of the control of this one. What do you think?
Absolutely. Gainesville have definitely grown more into the game this half. They've been creating their chances that they need. I'm sure that Nona are looking to make those changes to kind of at least try to hold on to this 1-0 lead.
Yeah, you do usually see Coach Jacobs resorting to his bench later on. We'll see around the 75th minute mark in a few minutes. I think that would definitely be to Nona's benefit, though. As you said, Gainesville have grown into the second half much more than what we saw in the first. As Thompson will look to throw it back into play for Nona. Here's Afrifa. Took an awkward touch that came off of his back. Couldn't really control it as Gainesville clear it long. Although Starnes is able to bring it down very nicely. Mensa. Over to Thanhofer. Has seen more of the ball. So has All. Trying to run Olabije out of play. Throw in Gainesville. Even though they have grown into the second half, as that ball comes very close to the camera, Gainesville haven't created many opportunities.
Now, they've definitely made the right runs, but it seems like they're lacking that final touch, that final pass to really make a threat. Again, that counterattack they had from the free kick from Nona just a few minutes ago, that seemed to be their best chance in the game so far.
Free foul, applying the pressure, foul given against the Nona man. Barnett going down, the sideline ref once again. Looks like just a bit too much contact. So Freefoot was eager to get on the end of that. As Gainesville go back to their keeper. Clavier. Stopford. Not for the first time today.
Just under 20 minutes to go as well. So could we expect Gainesville to make more changes that they need? They want to get salvage at least a draw here.
I think so. I think the changes might be necessary for both sides, really. It looks like the energy has been seeped out of this one as Mensa took a little bit of a loose touch. Dre was there to save him, get him out of jail. That could have been potential opportunity out of nothing for Gainesville. Thankfully for Nona, nothing came from it. Shane Wright in goal. Looks so composed on the ball, doesn't he? Goes short once again. Thompson. Getting pressure by St. Fleur. As that ball will go out on that far byline. Corner kick, Gainesville. The first corner for Gainesville this half. Had a few in the first. But Nona will have to be on their toes and make sure nothing comes from this. They end up going short. Here's St. Fleur. We'll put the ball in now. It's a high looping one towards the back stick. Mensa gets his head on it. And then it's eventually cleared. Freefa. It's again just not able to take the touch. He's come on in the second half, but just hasn't been given much service. As Gainesville come again. Looking to create something more meaningful. Out wide. Looking for a potential crossing opportunity. That's St. Fleur out wide. Nona keeping their shape well. And that loose ball, and now Kolinatis is on this. How about a counter-attacking opportunity for Nona? Kraus looks to make that run across the pitch. Kolinatis just holding play. Here's Dre. Jacqua going wide for All. He's been floating everywhere, hasn't he? All has been left, center, right. Unpredictable. Thanhofer. Mensa, as you can see, the Nona backline almost in their own half, in their own attacking half, as Dre gets clearly stepped on there. Gainesville man is even down after his own challenge. But again, the whole game, stop and go. Not really any flow, any flowing rhythm as we might have hoped from this second
Definitely
half.
has been a little bit of a scrappy one. Both players are down here.
Yeah. Seiya and Dre. Seiya looks like he's struggling a bit more than Dre. Looks like Dre's just taking a breather. As Dre's just having a conversation with the ref. It was a definite foul on the Nona captain. The second half, not many opportunities, a lot of possession just kind of in that midfield area. And then when it gets to the final third, like you said previously, that final touch has been lacking.
Yeah, that's something that Nona has definitely seen a little bit more calm this half. They haven't been able to create as many chances or go push as forward as they were in the first half. That's something that maybe they're just trying to recollect. Whereas Gainesville are definitely trying to take advantage of that now.
They are.
However, they're still lacking that final touch
Right.
that they so desperately need.
Similar game for both sides. Nona have definitely had to be more disciplined, as say still receiving treatment by Jiu and Josh. He'll have to come off the pitch, of course. Might be seeing that change we had previously spoken of. It looks like Say is limping off the pitch here. We'll see.
Rough tackle from behind.
And he's the
Might
one who
have
got
hurt
hurt.
himself
Yeah.
in the process.
It's that rescue take. His cleat is actually off, so if that's a sign, we'll have to wait and see if he'll be replaced. But Dre is ready to get going again from the center circle. Just waiting for the referee's signal in this one. But again, 1-0. Usually not a comfortable scoreline, but Nona haven't really felt that threatened.
It's definitely been one of their lower scoring games of the
has.
season. Probably the lowest scoring, aside from the 0-0,
Right,
obviously.
right.
Usually they're banging in 3 goals minimum,
Yeah.
it seems like.
Nona are not a 1-0 side, not at all. But, like I said, 3 points are 3 points. Here's Starnes. And, of course, there's still time to help the goal difference, which might come into play, especially, depending on Braves' results. But Nona know what they have to do. Kolinatis riding the pressure. Punched it in towards Kraus. It'll be... Well, whose throw-in is it then? Gainesville. Just a little over-eager. Took it from the wrong position. Olabije ready to get things going again. As Kolinatis picks it up. Kraus looking to get some free space, and once again the foul called. It's been a frustrating match in that sense. Not much freedom for the attacking players to express themselves. Had to adapt. And Nona have that 1-goal lead. That's what matters, as Barnett has it at the back for Gainesville. Stopford. Olabije. Cut out by Thanhofer. It'll fall into the midfield for the Gainesville man. Barnett. Munoz in the midfield for Gainesville. Looking for that sliced through ball there. It got cut out. And Gainesville have it. Clavier. Short for Barnett. No one there from Nona to attempt the interception, so Gainesville can come out of the back. Munoz back to Barnett. St. Fleur turns and gets out of trouble, but Starnes, once again, was there, and we highlighted Starnes as one of the big guys at the back for Nona, and he has shown his quality.
He's been very, very involved in the back line.
No foul called on a Jacqueline. Now it's through for Fritz Paul. Once again, it's cleared off the line, but at the back post. It's the finish Gainesville have been looking for this whole second half. Fritz Paul once again elected not to shoot. Put the ball in. And the finishing touch applied. 1-1 at Austin Tyndall. And before we get things going again, Kolinatis and Kraus off. And we have Barclay and Alves on. 1-1, Patrick.
The boys in blue are definitely going to wish to get this game back under control. Definitely not something I was expecting when I was just talking, and then I was cut off by a goal from Gainesville. That's something that Gainesville have been working towards, though. They've definitely looked dangerous, more lively the second half. That's something that Nona didn't seem to handle very well, clearly.
Or even expect. I mean, that attacking play from Gainesville.
Wide open, no, squared right into the box.
Yeah.
Initially cleared, but not enough. And
Not
then that
enough.
rebound was picked up. It did end up in the back of the net. That's something that Nona's definitely going to wish they handled much, much better.
At first, it looked like Fritz Paul might have taken the wrong decision again not to shoot, but I mean, it worked out in the end. Some luck absolutely playing a role.
Probably broke some bets, you think? Some part in the world?
Well, not the score we were expecting. 8 minutes to go at Austin Tyndall. It's 1-1 as Thanhofer looks to recover from that. It does look like Thanhofer was the one out of position for Nona. As that through ball now for Dutrill. Shane Wright out very nicely and very determined there not to let that shot possess any danger for Gainesville, but they are getting many more chances, and the momentum is with the visitors now. Nona have to take this game by the scruff of the neck, and
Right, with a beautiful save. I mean, that very well can change the outcourse
that was huge.
of everything. The games leading up to the closure of the season.
Let's see what these subs can do for Nona, though. Jamon Barclay and Paulo Alves. Barclay, of course, has been unfortunate with injuries. Got a hamstring injury in the first match of the season at Brook House, but hopefully can make more of an impact this one. Thanhofer, once again, Fritz Paul causing a lot of trouble for the Nona back line as that ball looks like it went out of play with...
Did take a deflection. It's
did.
definitely going to be a corner.
Yeah. Corner, Gainesville. Fritz Paul causing problems for Thanhofer on this near side now.
Yes,
We didn't see him in the first half.
Yeah, you're right. He's looked way more lively. Whether his instructions changed, they definitely seem to be working.
Possibly so. As time is running out for either of these two sides to come away with the 3 points. But things can change in a blink of an eye, of course. Martin with the corner for Gainesville from this near side. The ball whipped in with a lot of pace and a lot of height again. Goes harmlessly wide, though. Shane Wright with the goal kick. Nona need to be more imaginative now in this last portion of the match. We've talked about how it seemed a little low on energy, the performance. Hopefully the fresh legs can help with that. He's been trying all game long. Barclay looking to get away from Barnett. The keeper's out. Barclay, the shot just couldn't hook it. It was actually a free-fa on the end of that. It took a deflection.
Great work by the defense there. It's not giving the space that he needed to to score on a wide open net.
It was a free for with that chance, so all will have another chance from the corner. We'll be hoping for some better deliveries because he's had a lot of chances from the corners, hasn't he? Let's see what can come from this. Charles All. Show us what you've got.
You can just get the right height on the ball. Can be playing a very dangerous area. As you can see, everybody's kind of piled up on the far end of the box.
Referee wants a word, making sure no foul play is going on, giving them a lecture. That's what I've talked about. I've enjoyed this referee. The unique style. And it's not really a game where you think the referee will take center stage. But anyway, All with the corner kick near post. It's headed away, not far though. As Gainesville will look to keep possession. Nona closing them down. Olabije takes a heavy touch. Dre is in front, and that helped Barclay, but it came off of Olabije. And what? Wow.
Not sure.
Wow. I'm lost for words there.
Maybe it was a mishit. It did look like he was trying to catch right off guard there.
Again,
but
and that's not the first time.
That's not the first time that's happened. However, I do think he made the wrong choice right there.
Caught in.
You can hear the frustration from the sideline.
Oh, yeah. That was very audible. Caught in two minds. I think he was like, just should I shoot? Should I pass?
Couldn't make the decision he wanted.
Ended up doing neither. As Dre finding Alves, laying it off for a Jacqua. Nona coming forward. Is this the opportunity they've been working for? All looking to work. Olabije on this near side. It's a foul. Well, we see the yellow for Olabije. It's not been the first time. All has been taken down. As All will once again. Also, Barclay over there with the left-footed option. We were talking about this. Maybe it is more suited for Barclay. As they both get ready. We'll see who ends up feeding it into the middle. All with his arm up. All will stay on free kick duty. It's to the far post. Danhofer. Starnes looking for the acrobatic finish. It's not cleared far. It's a great header, actually, out of the back. As Gainesville get out of pressure very nicely again. The long ball forward for Nona. All takes a beautiful touch. Just has to come inside, though. Pressure being applied by Martin. Jacqua lays it off for All, looking to that far side. Afrifa putting the ball in. It's a great ball in! And there's Alves with the 2-1 for Nona! Paulo Alves getting his first goal of the season! And Nona, what a ball in from Afrifa! Alves doing what he wanted off the bench. 2-1 Nona!
That goal cannot have come at a better time. Just under 89 minutes played. Surely you would think that's the game winner.
Surely
you're gonna
keyword.
Surely you're gonna think that Nona are now just gonna
days.
park the bus, defend with their lives.
Please. Jacqua is off.
Tactical change here.
Yep.
Again, that goal could not have come at a better time. Beautiful cross, perfect height, everything. It was set up on a platter for him.
What a moment. We have seen so many big goals as Pedro Lameras is on, Jacqua off. Lameras wearing the number 6 today. So I was a little confused because the number 6 is usually for Restrepo. As Starnes guards that one. Out of play. What a moment for Paulo Alves.
Gainesville are definitely going to be trying to hunt them down now for these final dying minutes.
Huge moments have defined this match as Gainesville are getting 2 more substitutions ready.
Again, height, big difference here.
It is.
They couldn't get the height that they needed in their jump to clear the ball away from their goal.
That's
Nona
right.
capitalized. And now
So 2 changes for Gainesville. Dorima is on to number 19, and Ver, the number 26, on at the back. Both of these players started the last match Gainesville played against Nona here at Austin Tyndall. Like I said, 2 big moments. Well, 3 moments in a game where chances have been limited. I mean, wow. 2-1. And in the end, football is a game of margins, and we have
Absolutely.
seen that tonight.
You've definitely seen Gainesville. They had their chances that I'm sure they're going to wish they had back, especially now more than ever. Now that they're trailing late, not a position they would want to be in, on pace to lose against Nona for the 3rd time this season.
And after being in a position where, as this ball actually comes in, whistle blows, Nona free kick, and as I was about to say, especially after being in a position that they themselves, I don't think, expected to be in. 1-1, heading into the last 10 minutes, but that's when teams might be at their most vulnerable.
Absolutely. I mean, you're back to square one at that point. You're not winning, you're not losing, you're tied.
As we
You have to keep playing with that winning mentality.
We have reached the 90th minute mark. I did not see a signal for the ref as to how many minutes he added on. The Gainesville players getting frustrated. Free kick Nona. But all they want is to keep the ball on that end of the pitch and see this one out. It has been a game that has kept all of us on the edge of our seats. Nona almost across the line, and what a big 3 points. Once again, putting the pressure back onto Brave to continue winning. And to be fair, these 2 teams have been on it right from the word go this season. Barclay coming inside, showing great strength, Barclay. Clavier almost spilling it. Alves is there just to make sure. Gets it out to Fritz Paul, though. Nona must keep their shape as all slides in. Did enough there for the Gainesville player not to be able to take the touch, as Barnett is up here. Once again, has to come back. There can't be much time left at Austin Tyndall. That is the full-time whistle. A huge, and I mean huge, 3 points for Nona. A hard-fought match. Patrick, your first match thrown into the deep end. Thankfully, we got the 3 points. Your full-time thoughts, please.
I mean, the late heroics say it all. Nona did not give up. They knew that they had to walk away with 3 points. There was never a doubt that that was their mindset. It was only going to be 3 points, and they got it right under 88 minutes. Gainesville surely distraught at that, shooting their confidence a little bit. But for Nona, they know that they have what it takes to go and do whatever it takes to get the 3 points. I'm sure they're going to be more than ecstatic with that result.
Oh, yeah. We've seen a performance level from Gainesville much higher than the ones we've seen previously from them. But it is Nona 3 from 3 against Gainesville in this 2024 USL 2 season. Join us on Saturday, where we will be away at Brevard, and back home next Wednesday, where it's the second rodeo derby of the season, where Nona will take on Brave SC out for another top of the table clash. But from Patrick and myself, it's good night from Austin Tyndall. Huge 3 points for the boys. It has finished Nona 2, Gainesville 1. Enjoy the rest of your night.